Hey everybody, so I'm back. Tonight I have a very special model I want to show you guys. So it kind of, you could say in between a 150th, a 153rd. I never was really able to get a actual scale number on it, but it's a Tonkin replicas LT, I believe it's 9500. You guys, as always can correct me. So it's a four axle transfer dump. Cool thing about this one is, unlike most models that will give you a plastic fake tarp, this one has a real deal going on. So of course you can see right there. There's the, let me see if I get my little Q-tip. It's like a little roller you move with your fingers, and at the same time, let me see if I can find my camera versus the screen. Okay. This will retract right back in, and you get a really good look at your Sterling logo right down there. Of course, the bed does, in fact, tilt. And I believe it's got a single stage hydraulic lift on it, so. And it's metal. This unit is heavy. It's got a funny picking up position because when you lift it, you almost have to put both fingers on, one finger on the bumper and with the other hand two in between the tag axles. So very quick history lesson. So Sterling, I don't want to say it was a because I know they used a lot of Mercedes engines and such, so I don't want to say it was a direct derivative of Ford, but they did share a lot of Ford componentry. Like, for example, on my right hand side, I have my 1/64 scale Ford Aeromax. Now, think about the later generation Aeromaxes is they were built as a badged, or I guess you could say rebadged, depending on how you look at it, Sterling A line or Sterling. What is it? Why do I keep Silver Star? There you go, Sterling Silver Star. Not to be confused with the jewelry, folks. Not to be confused. So, though, if you do go looking for Sterling Silver Star online, you will get jewelry. So, you got to make sure to type in truck tractor. So, yeah. So I'm gonna push this little guy aside. He already got a video a long time ago. So of course, just picked this one up a few days ago from Tonkin, I should say eBay, at a steal of a deal, pre-owned at about 50 bucks. So these guys are a little bit on the harder side to come by. So as soon as I saw it, being it a Sterling, I don't have any Sterlings in my collection, I had to pick this up right away quick. So like most Tonkins, of course, you got the opening doors, the painted on dials and switches and interior. Funny thing about this one is that the doors don't open all the way. They open to about this point right here, and they won't open anymore, but that's alright. From what I've seen, it's a really good example of a Tonkin. Plain vocational motor, nothing too stand out about it. You got quite a bit of chrome going on the engine cover, so I like this little area right here with the wipers. I think they did it really, like on the firewall. It's a spot where you could just set tools on while you're working. So anyways, grill isn't etched through. The inlets on the side of the hood aren't etched through, but no worries. You get a good, you have my finger right there. And this one has those recessed, I want to say they were halogen headlamps. You can correct me on that if I'm wrong. Of course, your Sterling grill. And let me see if I can bring the Aeromax right up front, and I can almost do a piece per piece. So they're literal clones, as well they should be. So I'll push that guy out just for comparison's sake right there. Anyway, so steering does adjust on it. It's kind of sort of on the notch side. You'll feel a little bit of a click between, but just as soon as you feel the click, it really just turns to the right and there's no locking in place. So this one, I was curious to see if the roof would come off on it, because in the pictures I had seen, it did not show that at all. So when I got it, I was pleased to see that the roof cap does in fact come off. I'm going to set this down upside down on my remote because there's something interesting I want to focus in on the top of the roof liner, the headliner right there. So the visors, the driver and passenger side, they actually do move. My scale down. I don't know if you can see that too well, but not a whole lot. But yeah, the driver and passenger visors are functional. Very cool indeed. That's big props to Tonkin. Big props. Alright, getting in on the inside, it's a standard gray on silver vocational interior. Nothing too luxurious about it. Let me see if I can get my camera tilted around. Got driver's high back and passenger's low back seat. Okay, let me scoot. Let me get myself adjusted around. Of course, I tried getting the passenger door open on this guy, but she would not budge. Just left her alone. I didn't want to break anything on it, so that's alright. Right on. It is a standard transmission. I don't know. I'm going to say it would be about a 13 speed. And I don't want to lift this right now because again, I was saying it's a bit of a trick to pick it up just with one hand, let alone the camera holding the other, and my other hand holding the camera. So I'm going to leave it be. But the axles, the two in the back, they do have suspension on them. The tags, they don't, but they do lift up and down. So they don't lock up and down, but if you were to put your hands under them, you'd feel that they would come up. So I don't know why. I'm an interior designer enthusiast at heart. I love that interior. Probably my favorite part. The little cup holders right down there. Anyways, I crossed into the 8-minute mark right now, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. If you guys have any comments, questions, do feel free to leave them. If you can find one and you have the space, do pick it up. Big recommendations. Do pick it up. You guys take care.